There is something very strange that happens between two people. I've been trying to understand it for years because, logically, it makes no sense. But it happens every single time, with almost every person, everywhere in the world. The moment a woman fully has you, she stops wanting you. Not because you did something wrong, but because something inside her mind switches off. She can't explain it. You can't explain it. Almost nobody can. It just happens. Today, we're going deep into that. Welcome back to Dark Female Psychology. We've talked about today's topic many times before, but somehow it remains one of the biggest problems men keep facing. That's why, today, we're doing something different. This isn't about tips or tricks. This is an investigation. Because once you understand what is really happening, not just what to do, everything changes. So, let's start with the pattern. Girl meets guy. Girl becomes obsessed with guy. Guy starts opening up. Guy starts showing more. Then slowly, without any obvious reason, she loses interest. The explanation you hear everywhere is simple. He became too available. He became too needy. He became too nice. But that explanation raises a bigger question. Why? Why does availability kill attraction? Why does neediness kill attraction? Nobody really answers that. They just say it happens and move on. But we want to understand what actually happens inside female psychology when that shift occurs. A while ago, I had a friend. I watched women completely obsess over him. They texted non-stop, showed up everywhere he went. I asked him, "What's your secret?" He said something simple. "I just don't tell them too much about myself." At the time, I didn't understand it. But that sentence stayed with me, and it became the starting point of everything we're about to discuss. So, let's go inside her mind. When a woman meets a man she finds interesting, her brain does something fascinating. It takes the little information it has about him and automatically fills in the missing pieces without permission. It builds a character, a story, and the character she creates in her head becomes incredible, deep, mysterious, exciting, and she doesn't even realize she's doing it. Now here's something important. There is a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is the anticipation chemical. It doesn't spike when you get what you want. It spikes when you might get what you want, when the outcome is uncertain. That's why gambling is addictive. Not because people win, because they don't know if they will. And this is exactly what happens when she becomes obsessed with you. Her brain becomes addicted to not fully knowing you. You become the slot machine. Every vague answer, every unanswered question, every moment she can't fully read you. That's another pull of the lever. The moment she fully understands you, the machine stops working. Dopamine drops. And she calls that losing feelings. But here's the truth. She didn't lose feelings for you. Her brain ran out of uncertainty. Now we discover the second strange thing. Her imagination. From the moment she met you, she wasn't only experiencing you. She was experiencing the version of you she created in her head. And that version was perfect. Think about your favorite TV series, the one you stayed awake until 3 a.m. watching. What made it addictive? Not the answers, the questions. What happens next? Who is this person? What does this mean? The moment the final episode answered everything, the addiction disappeared. The mystery was gone. You became a finished story. And she changed the channel. Here's the tragic part. You didn't even know this imaginary version of you existed. You were just trying to be honest, open, real. But every time you over-explained, every time you answered everything, every time you became fully available, you erased the mystery. She wanted a novel. You gave her a Wikipedia page. Now let's look at what killing attraction looks like in real life. First example. She posts a photo. Within 4 minutes, you like it. You think it's harmless. But inside her brain, something happened. She now knows. You saw it immediately. Which means you were watching. Which means she's on your mind. Which means she already has you. And once she fully has you, the uncertainty disappears. Second example. She texts you. You reply immediately. Every time, every day. You may think, I'm just being polite. But female psychology reads something deeper. Her brain registers, this man has nothing more important than me. That kills attraction. You didn't say it, but your behavior communicated it. Third example. She says, I love the beach. And you instantly respond, me too. I love the beach. I go every summer. Stop. Look at what happened. She gave one sentence. You rushed to agree. You rushed to connect. You handed her comfort before she earned it. Now there's no tension, no difference, no curiosity. You are no longer a puzzle. You became a mirror. And mirrors are boring. Instead, say, really? I actually prefer the mountains. Now she becomes curious. Why? Because you disrupted expectation. Fourth example. You send good morning texts every single day. Day 1, sweet. Day 3, cute. Day 10, expected. Day 20, routine. And nobody feels butterflies over routine. Dopamine doesn't reward certainty. It rewards unpredictability. Skip one morning. Just one. Watch what happens. She suddenly texts, good morning? That question mark says everything. Her brain noticed the pattern break, and attraction woke up again. Fifth example. She shares something personal. 2 weeks later, you remember every detail. You bring it up naturally. You think this shows care. Sometimes it does, but sometimes female psychology interprets it differently. It feels like you've been replaying her words alone, thinking about her too much. And once she feels she means too much to you, she starts feeling less herself around you. The men women obsess over usually have full lives. They forget details sometimes, not because they don't care, because their world doesn't revolve around her. Sixth example. She asks, are you free Saturday? You reply instantly, yes, what's up? Sounds harmless, but her brain hears, he's available. He was waiting. Instead, say, Saturday is a bit complicated. What time? Even if you're completely free. Why? Because now she sees something important. You have a life. She must fit into it. She is not the center of it. Now, some of you may resist this. You might think, this feels manipulative. This feels fake. But ask yourself, honestly, the version of you that replies instantly, likes every photo, texts every morning, agrees with everything, clears your entire schedule. Is that genuine strength? Or is that fear of losing her? There's a big difference. And women feel that difference, even when you don't. Dark female psychology wants you to understand something important. Men are often taught that openness builds connection. And yes, it does. But only after attraction is secured. Before that, too much openness kills mystery. And mystery is fuel for attraction. So think about yourself differently from now on. You are not trying to make her like you. You are trying to remain unsolved. You are an investigation she cannot close, a question she cannot stop asking. And as long as she is still asking questions, she is still interested. If something in this video changed the way you think, tell us in the comments. Like and subscribe to Dark Female Psychology for more.